Before we get into it, I'm doing a massive giveaway, and the giveaway ends when I reach 1 million subscribers. Just subscribe and you're automatically entered, and I'm going to be giving away 100 prizes to 100 people. So subscribe and you're entered. Did you notice this huge difference in Inside Out with the US version compared to the rest of the world? Or this huge difference in Toy Story 2.
Ben?
Oh, you had to bring that up.
No, he didn't. We have a friend in need, and we will not rest until he's safe in Andy's room. Now let's move out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Top Extract. Now everyone has watched cartoons, and through your life you have cartoon characters that you either love or hate, from SpongeBob SquarePants to Plankton. But depending on where you live, the cartoon animations may look a lot different. For example, the moose from Zootopia was portrayed differently in other countries to make the movie seem more patriotic and relatable depending on where you live. In China, the moose is replaced by a panda, and other countries had other animals. But Zootopia isn't the only cartoon to do this. Did you know Toy Story also did the same thing, as well as other cartoons? Well, stay tuned to see how, while we count 10 cartoons that look a lot different in other countries. Let's do this. Number 7, Inside Out. Inside Out was a hit film that came out 2 years ago in 2015. The film is based on a lovable main character named Riley and her emotions, which are animated in the movie, such as sadness, anger, fear, joy and disgust. In the movie you can see the main character Riley grow up into a teenager, but not before she goes through her baby years. In one scene she is being fed vegetables by her father, and as you all know, vegetables are gross, especially for kids, so disgust takes over and Riley refuses to eat her greens. What is weird about this scene is that there is one slight change in some versions of the movie. In Japan, the green broccoli Riley was being fed is replaced with green peppers. This really shows how directors are willing to go the extra mile just to make their movies perfect.
Hold on, guys. It's broccoli! Well, I just saved our lives.
This isn't the only thing that's changed in the film Inside Out though. In the scene where you can see Riley's father's emotions, the gang are watching a sports game. In the US version, the emotions are watching a riveting game of ice hockey, which is where the game is most popular apart from Canada. Though in the rest of the world, the game is replaced by soccer or football. The decision is more understandable as soccer is a lot less popular in the US than in other countries. Monsters University was the long-awaited prequel to the very popular Disney movie Monsters Incorporated. In the movie we could see how Mike and Sully, which are the two main characters, became so famous, and how they became friends in the first place. There are also some very recognisable faces from the original movie, such as Randall, who is the bad guy for the most part. In the movie, Randall is pranked by his classmates, and in the scene, Randall shows Mike his cupcakes, which he presents to the party they're both going to. In the US version of the film, the cake spells out "Be my pal," but as the word pal isn't very popular in other countries, all other versions of the film show the cupcake having a smiling face with glasses. In the later scene, Randy presents his cupcakes to the party, but when he does, Mike accidentally crashes into Randall, forcing him to throw his cupcakes in the air, and as he does, the cupcakes spell out the word lame as they land on him. Although if you're watching outside the US, the lame joke doesn't work as the cupcakes are replaced with smiley faces. Number 5, Up. This next detail is a lot more subtle than the last one, but it's still very interesting. In the Disney film Up, the main character named Carl finds his soul partner and wife Ellie. The beginning of the film shows the two becoming older and changing until Ellie unfortunately passes away. Before she does, the two had always wanted to go to Niagara Falls, where their childhood hero adventured to. To do this, the two saved up money to go and get a flight there. While they saved, they put their money inside of a jar. In the US version of the film, the jar is labelled Paradise Falls, but in every other version of the film, the writing is replaced by a picture of Niagara Falls. This is because it would be easier to do this than to translate the writing into many other different languages. Number 4, Toy Story.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
Toy Story is probably the most beloved kids movie out there. The first movie shows the main character named Woody, who is also a kid's toy, trying to come to terms with the fact that his owner, Andy, has a new favourite toy named Buzz Lightyear. The movie shows the dangerous situations toys would get into if they came to life. By the second movie, Woody and Buzz become best friends, but unfortunately Woody is stolen by a human. Buzz formulates a plan to find his friend and tells the other toys to come with him to find Woody. In this scene, the background behind Buzz slowly changes. If you're watching the US version of the movie, the background transitions into a waving US flag, but if you're watching anywhere else in the world, the background changes to a globe, and in both versions the setting in the background is revealed to be for the news of the television in the next scene.
No, he didn't! We have a friend in need, and we will not rest until he's safe in Andy's room! Now let's move out!
And that concludes our broadcast day.
Wreck-It Ralph was an incredible film that came out in 2012. The movie had an interesting plot, memorable characters, and a very surprising villain. Wreck-It Ralph is an animated movie that shows the life of arcade game characters after the arcade closes. One of the arcade games is a racing game with a variety of racers. One of the racers, named Minty Zaki, was named after Hayao Miyazaki, a well-known animator in Japan. She was renamed Minty Sakura with a full remake of her image. In Japan, she has a less tanned face, and her costume is a lot less green than it is for the rest of the world. Next up, Zootopia. Zootopia is a mystery crime kids animated movie that came out last year in March, which would have been 2016. The film is loved by many around the world because of its unique features other animated movies didn't offer. In the show there are a huge variety of animals which replace humans in the civilization. In one scene there are 2 news anchors presenting the day's news that the mayor had been sent to jail. The snow leopard on the left is replaced by a jaguar if you're watching in Brazil, and the news anchor on the right can either be a moose, a panda if you're watching in China, a tanuki if you're watching in Japan, and a koala if you're watching in New Zealand or Australia.
The violence to traditionally predatory animals.
Meanwhile, a peace rally organised by pop star Gazelle was marred by protest.
A few years ago, Disney released a movie called Planes. It wasn't the most popular Disney film ever released, but it wasn't the worst out there. The film is very similar to the movie Cars in the sense that the vehicles have eyes where the windshield should be. In one scene, there is a female plane who competes in a race against the main character. This plane was changed to suit 11 different countries, which is really amazing detail. The plane is shown as Canadian, Brazilian, Russian, German, and many others, each of which have their personal names and designs on the side of the plane. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave the video a like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know if there's anything different about my videos depending on which country you're in. Anyway, subscribe to enter my huge giveaway, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.